Welcome to The Explainer. So, if you're someone who is intensely focused on mastering English fluency, but the mere thought of actually finding a native speaking partner makes your palms sweat, well, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to explore a highly effective, frankly fascinating method that is specifically tailored for introverts. It's basically a structured way to hack your fluency and build up your confidence, all without ever needing a real life conversation partner right there in front of you.
Listen to this quote straight from our source material. I was an introvert who could not easily speak with others. The only way I improved my fluency was to be a little crazy. If you're naturally shy, man, that hits right at home, doesn't it? It captures that intense frustration of having all these English words and complex thoughts locked up inside your head, but feeling entirely paralyzed when it's actually time to open your mouth and share them. But here's the thing, it turns out embracing a little bit of that crazy might be the exact secret weapon you need to unlock your voice. Think about the freedom in that. The real barrier isn't your vocabulary. The real barrier is just the anxiety of real-time social interaction.
All right, let's move to section 1, the introvert's dilemma, the dance between desire and obstacle.
Think of your English learning journey as this continuous tug-of-war between a super strong desire and a really stubborn obstacle. On one hand, you desperately want to be fluent, right? You want to articulate your thoughts clearly, professionally, effortlessly. But then, on the other hand, you are simply too shy to go out and find speaking partners. The thought of stumbling over your words, making grammar mistakes, or just pausing for way too long in front of a total stranger is terrifying. And when your obstacle directly blocks your desire, you stagnate. You end up reading more grammar books, you watch more movies, but you still don't actually speak. So how do we bridge this gap?
Which brings us to section 2, the bedroom gym solution, creating your safe space.
Okay, since finding a partner out in the wild, unpredictable, real world is just too intimidating right now, we have to completely shift our paradigm. We're going to look right to the ultimate comfort and privacy of our own personal space. Enter the Talk to Yourself gym. Look, you don't need a crowded, noisy classroom. You don't need a judgmental native speaker staring you down, waiting for your response. You just need your solitary sanctuary. By reframing your private bedroom as a gym, you fundamentally change your psychology. You aren't just hiding from the world in there anymore. It is now an active, deliberate space for growth. Let's dive into the actual workout in section 3, the imaginary audience drill, building speaking muscles. This is where the magic really happens. Now that we have established our gym, what exactly are we doing in there? How do we structure this practice so it's not just mindless mumbling, but a real routine that yields real-world results? Well, here is the framework. Step 1, stand up. This physically signals to your brain that this is an active event, not just passive studying. Step 2, walk around. Movement generates physical energy and actually helps break cognitive blocks when you're searching for that perfectly elusive English word. And step 3, present a book or an opinion to an imaginary crowd. This gives you a clear, structured goal. Notice how physical this whole routine is. You aren't just sitting silently at your desk whispering. You are standing, you're commanding the space, you're pacing, and projecting your voice to an audience only you can see. That physicality is exactly what tricks your brain into feeling the stakes of a real conversation. And this brings up a really wonderful paradox. You're training your speaking muscles in total privacy. Remember that quote from the beginning about needing to be a little crazy? This is exactly what they meant. By acting a little crazy completely alone in your room, gesturing wildly, debating an empty chair, confidently lecturing your bookshelf, you are effectively strengthening your communication skills for the real world. You're getting all the neurological benefits of speaking English out loud, figuring out sentence structures, practicing your pronunciation, finding your natural rhythm, all without paying any of the social tax.
Moving on to section 4, the PC English Academy, solitary practice, shared journey. Now, while the heavy lifting happens alone with your bedroom door securely closed, you might start to feel, a bit isolated. You might wonder, is this actually a proven method, or am I literally just talking to the walls? But the truth is, you're part of something much bigger. Over 1,000. That is the number of students at the PC English Academy who are doing this exact daily drill to conquer their shyness. To put that into perspective, that's over 1,000 introverts in over 1,000 bedrooms around the world, standing up, walking around, and passionately talking to imaginary crowds. It's a massive, quiet community of people putting in the solitary work to achieve very real-world fluency. So remember, you're practicing alone, but you are absolutely not doing this alone.
So I want to leave you with this final challenge. What book or opinion will you present to your empty room tonight? Seriously, think about it. Will you debate the ending of a movie you just watched, or maybe summarize a news article? I challenge you to take just 5 minutes tonight to start. The gym's already built, it's your bedroom. The audience is ready, and trust me, they are incredibly forgiving. All you have to do is stand up and start talking. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and I highly encourage you to go be a little crazy tonight.